Okay.
Be live in a few seconds. Hey guys, welcome back to the Crypto Campfire podcast. This is the Professor.
And Mitch?
And today we're going to be talking to Snay Bach, and he is with Monarch Wallet. Snay, welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to talk.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are busy today, huh?
We've been going 100, man. We've done a lot of interviews.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of talking outside of interviews that should have been interviews.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a good time. I always love coming to nice warm places when there's snow at home.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, where are you guys from?
I'm from Montana.
I'm from Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm originally from Philly, but I live down here now.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right,
Nice.
cool.
Nice.
I was just in Philly a few weeks ago for Coinvention.
Yeah, I was there too. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
We might have seen each other.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So,
that was a good time.
Let's start with, how did you get into crypto first? Like, how did you discover this?
My background is nuclear engineering. I was in college at the time in Philadelphia. Nuclear chemical engineering, and what I did was I started mining on school servers, which I don't think they understood it at the time, but that was like 2011.
Okay.
And that's how I really got started.
That's awesome.
Just being, savvy of what's happening and saying, hey, I can make a quick buck. I'm a college student, broke as hell.
Oh yeah. Mine a little bit on the servers.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
so.
Awesome.
2011. How many? What were you getting back from your block rewards and stuff?
At one time I had around 450 Bitcoin, but that is no longer the case anymore.
It's one of
because
the
I was
things,
literally dumb,
hindsight's
spending things that I shouldn't have spent on,
At a value you shouldn't have spent it at.
Yeah.
Because you can't predict the future, right? Like if you mine it when it's, let's just say for a random number, $5, and then it goes up to 20, you're like, oh my god, I made 4 times my money. And now, of course, you look at it now and you're like, sell Bitcoin at $20.
I'll tell you the worst investment I ever made. The first and only time I ever used the Silk Road was I was 20 years old. 8 months before my 21st birthday, and I was like, let me buy a fake ID. And I have all this Bitcoin. Spent 150 Bitcoin.
Oh shit!
The worst transaction of my entire life. Right? But that's how I got started, and now I'm here today, being legitimate as possible.
Exactly. That's fun. I mean, you gotta always go down those rabbit holes.
Oh, absolutely.
Explore a little bit. So it's kind of funny because we've only talked to a couple people that have bought stuff on the Silk Road in the past. Michael Nye was one of them. He told us that on his podcast. But it's like, I first saw Bitcoin or heard of it in 2010, but it wasn't captivating. Whatever I read was not interesting, and then I forgot about it until 2016. And which is funny because I'm a tech guy, developer, and it should have caught my attention.
Yeah.
And I really wish I could remember what source that I found when I looked it up. Some guy on Craigslist was trying to trade stuff for Bitcoin, and I searched Bitcoin to see what it was, and I don't know, whatever I found, it didn't seem interesting. It didn't seem, hindsight's 2020. It is what it is, but. So how did Monarch come to be? You want to tell us a little bit about what Monarch does and how it came into existence?
Yeah, so we originally we thought of a really cool idea for reoccurring payments, which is the beta is already live right now. But at its core, we wanted a really solid wallet. So a decentralized wallet that you could trust, that you own your own private keys to, not on exchanges. Because I don't know, I was affected by Mt. Gox. I've lost a lot of Bitcoin on Mt. Gox, and I'm just, I've been speaking to lawyers and stuff, and they're like, yeah, we can't really do anything. So I'm like, okay, great. There's that money gone. Yeah. So that storage and that safety in your palm, right in your phone, is just something that we really wanted to have.
Right.
So right now we have more assets, diversity of assets, of any other wallet on the market right there in the Monarch wallet. Every ERC20 token, Bitcoin, Ethereum, of course, Litecoin, Stellar, Ripple, Neo. You can even stake your Neo right on our wallet, completely decentralized. 12-word phrase, that's all it takes. Bitcoin Cash SLP. We plan on supporting Cardano. We plan on supporting Stellar-based tokens. We already support Stellar. And all 721, so your non-fungible tokens as well.
Wow.
So
that's pretty diverse.
Right.
There's
And then you're saying reoccurring payments.
Yeah.
So like paying the same monthly bill over and over again?
Absolutely.
Like Coinbase Commerce, but
absolutely,
improved.
but decentralized. Coinbase Commerce decentralized. So
if
I want to pay somebody $10 a month in perpetuity for a streaming service, I should be able to do that. But guess what? Who can do it right now? Well, we're looking around and no one can do it.
Right.
So what mechanisms are you using to actually...
It's a smart contract.
It's just a smart contract
It's a smart contract that, it's a very, very robust smart contract. For example, there's just a simple switch. You click on our UI. that, hey, I don't want to pay for this service anymore. It cancels you.
Wow.
There's a whole merchant setup. The beta's live right now at pay.monarchwallet.com.
Okay.
Go check it out. Set up some service plans. You can start using it right now. So it's going to be on the phones very, very shortly.
That's awesome. We had when we were doing the No BS Crypto thing, but like we were still admins at the time, but Chris was setting up the premium side, and we were taking crypto payments, but we were struggling with doing recurring payments because we didn't want to use Coinbase Commerce.
Right.
And obviously we didn't want to use PayPal. We ended up going Coinbase Commerce because it was like the only option. There really wasn't much for so actually having some sort of a decentralized option for recurring payments is like.
And here's the beauty of it. Okay, so on the Monarch wallet, not only can you buy, sell. We have centralized services as well. Mm-hmm. Not only can you buy, sell your cryptocurrencies, from your bank account or credit card, but you could also, what we've also done is we've integrated with 6 different decentralized exchanges. So what that means is now if you want to accept a simple stable token, whether it be DAI, USDC, we do crypto to crypto transactions.
Right.
In the future, we'll do crypto to fiat. But stable tokens are as good as fiat.
Right.
I mean, I prefer crypto having stable tokens because I can hold them.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
They're mine. They're mine. They're not in the
hour
bank
ago.
that's going to reject me.
Right.
Like what? 1929.
But now, did you just realize an
Hong
asset
Kong.
by that? Did you just realize the gain by holding it in a USDC?
Did I realize the gain?
Yeah, so like from a tax perspective, if you were to take your Bitcoin
Oh,
and put it into a stable coin, right,
Yeah.
of USD, so what about the tax implications of that? Because now you just sold it versus held it.
So I'm not a tax professional, and I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
But that's why
Fair enough.
that's why we have the decentralized exchanges.
Uh-huh.
My attorney and my actual tax guy, who's fully on board, 100% on Monarch.
Right.
He could tell you better. But I don't want to give you any
such a
misinformation
No, right,
right now.
but
It is.
It is.
Taxes in crypto are so
New
gray right now.
and
Nobody knows
unanswered.
what the heck
And
to do.
that's the beauty about DEXs, right? There's no reporting mechanism in DEXs.
Right.
No one's reporting anything in DEXs. So when you go from Ethereum over to a stable token back to Ethereum, there's no reporting mechanism. It is
Right.
what you say it is.
Other than the
Right.
ledger on the blockchain.
Right.
Other than the ledger of the
Which
blockchain, but
is
still, we're a
still
non-custodial wallet.
more difficult.
Who knows who you are?
Right.
We don't know who you are.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. I like
Yeah.
it.
There's like ways
Yeah.
to go through and try to like speculate identities and things like that, but it's so much better than an actual centralized entity that's reporting your shit. Like
Yeah.
just funneling it to the IRS.
Absolutely.
And that's just we're so early in this, and there's different privacy protocols that'll be implemented that will be able to be used on these types of things, and privacy coins are still really early. But that concept can be, if it ever is deemed necessary, it's something that could be addressed if necessary.
And you look at these the top 20, 30 cryptocurrencies, you'll see 3 or 4 stable tokens in there.
Yeah.
And why are they in there? Just to protect for you from volatility from Bitcoin and
Right.
Ethereum trades.
Exactly.
Right.
These are traders protecting themselves.
Yeah.
Well, there's such a big economy in the stable token economy.
Right.
Yes.
Paxos is out there, TUSD is out there. You can redeem those dollar to dollar value right now.
Yep.
Just go onto the website, redeem them right there.
Right.
And they'll give you $1 for every single Paxos and so when you tap into that and you tap into the actual payment mechanisms, there's 40, 50, billion dollars, close to that, at its peak.
Right.
In the stable token economy that people could be buying, selling, using for merchant products
Yes.
that we could finally tap into with Monarch Pay. And that's what we're really, and this is decentralized user-to-user payment. And it's not that 2.9% that you're seeing over at, what did Coinbase Commerce charge you?
4%?
4%.
Can't remember the number, but
4%, okay? And Visa 2.6, PayPal 2.9, sometimes 3.3. Amex, don't even get me started about Amex. We charge you a flat 1% just as a technology fee, and it's your crypto. It gets sent directly to your wallet, directly to you. No one can touch it except you. And that's the beauty of it.
Wow.
This is
At a 1% margin.
right. It's more like a cash transaction than all this corporate bureaucracy that we
Right.
have in our fiat system right now.
I like it.
I love it.
I don't know.
Going places.
Sounds like a thumbs up.
And here's
Sounds like a thumbs up.
here's
He's like,
the
where can I
beauty of
start?
it. Here's the beauty of it. Okay, no worries. How many of you have gone to a bar, gotten a little too drunk, forgot your card there, and then you call back at your credit card company and say, hey, cancel this credit card
Right.
transaction. It's
Well,
not possible with
no,
crypto.
it's not.
Once it's sent, it's sent.
Yeah.
And this happens a lot. merchants.
You know Johnny Litecoin?
Yeah, I do know Johnny Litecoin.
Okay,
yeah,
I was gonna say, I hope you know Johnny.
I met him in
Litecoin,
Philly.
'cause
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are talking the same language here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so here's the beauty of it. You know, a lot of these merchants, they deal with a 10 to 15% chargeback ratio,
which is huge.
Which is and especially
Even
when
at
you're
10%.
sending products like, hey, like I fed this man a burger. I'm selling burgers.
Right.
I can't get that burger back.
No.
There's no getting that burger back.
But I got to give you the money.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So
You
they're
know?
at loss twice over.
They're at a complete loss.
Twice over.
Right?
Right.
And you know, it should be like, hey, like this burger was completely undercooked. I want my money back. They'll give you your money back. Right. It shouldn't be like, hey, I'm kind of broke right now. Let me go with credit card.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Also, I got my credit card stolen. Yeah, someone's stealing my identity, and that happens a lot.
Yep,
you know, so this not only protects merchants, it also protects consumers as well, because it's your money. It's yours to access whenever you
want. People don't see it from the merchant side. They see it from the consumer side of like, it's amazing because I can file a chargeback when somebody steals my card or something happens. But yeah, from the merchant side,
it's a nightmare.
Running e-commerce and dealing with chargebacks is just like, I don't think people understand for the most part that you pretty much won't ever get your money back from a chargeback.
No.
You know, very, very rarely. And the process that you have to go through to try.
The disputes are ridiculous.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Especially with PayPal.
Yes.
You know, I use
I've
PayPal.
had to deal with it. I don't anymore.
Yeah.
I got rid of PayPal 5 years ago, and I've managed to not go back.
Oh, wow.
I cannot stand it. And I've lost some income in some cases because of that, or some opportunities. People that would only want to pay for things in PayPal, things like that. But it's just like, you know what? I don't have time to fight with this, to just accept a payment after, you know, because it's easy. It's very easy to take money in PayPal. I understand, it's great, but it's the aftermath that is a disaster.
Let me give you a couple more examples, like Patreon, that takes 7%.
Yes.
Patreon takes 7%, where we can set it up.
Where does that 7% go?
Straight to Patreon.
Straight to Patreon.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. For example, like Upwork. Upwork takes, 15% or something like that? So what I always do, I've built a lot of websites. Well, I haven't built a lot of websites, but the Upwork people have built a lot of websites. I mean, whether they're from the Philippines or India or Pakistan or wherever they may be from, you know, you bring them off site, and then you bring them off the Upwork site. You talk to them on Skype or Telegram or wherever, and then you start negotiating businesses that way as well.
Right.
And then you want to pay them, and they can only accept PayPal because they're overseas. And then you say, oh, this is friends or family, because then you get that 0% transaction
like
fee. But there's no consumer
protections
protections on that.
No.
There's no consumer protection on that.
You can't,
right?
You can't dispute it.
But it's a 0% transaction, right? And so even with us, you know, there's not really any disputing. But if there is a fraudulent marker or activity, we go in the smart contract and be like, hey, you know, we'll flag people and be like, hey, this is risky. You know, people have claimed that this is risky. We can't stop it. It's still decentralized, but we can say, hey, this is risky.
Right.
Be careful. You know.
Identify things.
Right, because it's crypto, and we still want that freedom of expression and payment, but not freedom to scam.
Right.
You know?
That's the hard thing,
is
finding
part.
that balance, because it's so easy to just set up something like, I mean, right now it exists, just a straight up Bitcoin payment. You can set it up, you can set up a marketplace like eBay, accept one way only Bitcoin payments, but then obviously everybody's going to capitalize and screw everybody and scam everybody. So it's finding the balance and finding the tools and mechanisms needed to counteract that in a way that still allows that decentralized freedom of trade. And it's tough. So
I mean, that's all we're trying to do at Monarch.
Right.
You know, is we're not competing with an exchange that pops up every other week. That's a new exchange, literally pops up every other week.
Yeah.
We're not competing with the 20 different loan providers and interest rate providers. You know, what we're doing is we're providing this really robust, decentralized wallet, developed a game-changing payment plan and a platform, and we're integrating people, different exchanges. We're integrating different interest accounts. Right now, you can buy and sell cryptocurrency on the Monarch wallet, and you can earn interest, right, by putting into an interest account, right? And that's what we've done. We've enabled these centralized solutions because some of them kick ass. I mean, some of these DeFi products are incredible.
Right.
Like interest. I mean, earning. Why hold money when I can earn interest on it?
Exactly.
Right? So that's what we've done.
And then that gives money to the people that are giving.
Our users benefit from the value.
Yep.
Our partners, different merchants and different partners, they benefit because they get exposure.
Right.
We benefit because obviously our only way of making money is a rev share and transaction fee, and to grow the platform, get more marketing billboards, and things like that, and grow the platform. So it's a win-win-win scenario for everybody. And it's just creating value in the space. That's what we're all about.
Absolutely.
And that's
all
awesome.
those little pieces coming together too.
Yeah, exactly.
Building a better ecosystem.
So we calculated, just to have all of our services, you can have all of our services throughout, or they're available elsewhere. But what we do is we put it in one spot, one KYC process, minimizes any sort of hackability when it comes to KYC processes. When it's like when you're doing like 12 different KYC processes,
through
and
all
15 different
providers.
applications. I don't want 15 different applications.
Right.
I want my money in one spot that I control, that isn't on an exchange, that I own my private keys to. I can withdraw anytime. I could earn interest, withdraw right back into my own decentralized wallet. Simple, easy, elegant, and it's actually interesting. A lot of people say, "Hey, why'd you choose your UI design?" So our UI design is a dark theme. I was like, well, people in the crypto industry, they're somewhat tech savvy. We're screen junkies. We're all dark mode users.
Yep.
We are, because we're literally like this on a screen all day, every day, and that's what we do.
Bitcoin Ben?
Bitcoin Ben, what's up, man?
Bitcoin Ben's on the show.
What's going on?
What's up, Bitcoin Ben?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But dark mode.
had to do a shout out.
It's like there's something. It's almost nostalgic in a way, right? It kind of goes back to like the old terminal days of just staring at a black screen, green letters, man.
Like into the Matrix. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But like
crazy.
But it's easier for your eyes.
But
And most people, even programmers, they code on black screens.
Right.
Because it's easier on the eyes. You're able to absorb more information. You're not strained all the time.
Right.
You're not getting fatigued.
Yep.
And that's what crypto users are right now.
Fatigued.
Or do you want to see that Facebook meta of blue and white, and Coinbase and PayPal, and that glaring white screen?
Yeah.
Your balance is low. No one wants to see that.
No thanks. No. That
So-
dark theme is like best.
Yeah.
High priority.
Exactly.
Good
Question
call.
for you: if you could replace your feet with anything, what would you replace them with?
My feet?
Yeah.
That's feet.
Feet.
Oh, if
You could replace your feet with anything, what would it be?
wings, of course.
Replace your feet with
That's the
wings.
third flying answer. Three different
Yeah.
questions, and everybody wants to fly. It's
Or
amazing.
I could be a
Just
serpent. I guess that'd be cool.
Maybe all this
I like
flight has something to do with like takeoff, like lunar
moon
takeoff. Yeah,
incoming.
right.
Okay.
Now, what else would you replace them with? Pegs?
I don't know.
I mean,
Really?
a pirate?
I think
Yeah,
Eggs, that would be
blockchain
different.
pirate.
You could put springs on them. So
Yeah.
you could be like really bouncy
There you go.
and run.
There you go.
You could
Wheels.
put wheels.
Yeah.
So you could just take off.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
On
And,
my own Segway.
Yeah, right.
yeah, you just hop on any.
One of the guys
railway.
says I'd want him to
Yeah.
be like Healy, so I could
Yeah.
just pick and choose
Yeah,
when I wanted to
you-
skate
You
around.
got like retractable wheels.
Yeah,
Like
I would. If I had to replace my feet, it would be solid. What is that? Platinum.
Solid platinum.
Yeah, and then I'll just buy some cool prosthetics and then sell the solid platinum feet.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. You know,
That's pathetic.
capitalist.
That is exactly very capitalist answer.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
capitalist.
Give
hell
my
yeah.
feet for the platinum. That's the most expensive. I guess solid diamonds. That would probably
Something.
be the most
Yeah.
expensive.
You-
too.
Who would
you-
replace?
you,
That's wild. I like that answer.
You could do. What would you do with the money you sold for the? You got from the
Buy more Bitcoin. What would you do?
Buy more
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
There we go, man.
exactly.
There we go, man.
Stick it in the interest
Guys,
wallet.
check out
Yeah.
Monarch Wallet. It sounds pretty amazing. I think
It
we're gonna
does.
be downloading that.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate it, guys. Yeah,
Thanks for
download
coming
it.
on the show.
Download it. Let me know what you think. If you don't like it, let me know what you don't like, and we'll change it.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We're all about
I like
consumer
to
feedback.
Hey,
provide
and
feedback.
just a quick rap battles shout out. I don't know, you're on Twitter much?
Yeah.
So every Friday night we do a rap battles
Okay.
on Twitter at about 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you follow myself or the professor, you'll
definitely
you'll
will
see
now,
these
yeah.
happen. And we talk about bringing a community together, right? And we're actually looking at here in the near future making a rap-a-thon like every couple of weeks or every month, right? And we'll do this. We'll raise money for charity, and we'll get people to be sponsored for their raps in crypto, right? And
Yeah.
raise all this crypto for charity. I think it would be fun, and then plus it's bringing this community together to just have fun.
Yeah.
It's been a good time.
But at the very least, show up on Friday and throw down
Yeah.
some rhymes. It'll be
Hell
a good
yeah.
time.
Cool.
Good talking to you,
how
buddy.
Yeah, definitely. Love
All right.
being at the campfire, man.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
All right.
All right, guys, take it easy.
All right, cool, man.
Peace.